So you've had an amazing year outside of bodybuilding. Tell us a little about it.
I think, wow, where do I start? It's been a whirlwind, obviously, after winning the Olympia last year. I was back on the road. I'd done Korea, I'd done Czechoslovakia, I'd done Italy. Amazing fan base. Again, I'm so blessed to have that, the support, and this is obviously something I'm looking forward to again this coming weekend for that reason. I pretty much done the tours all the way up until Christmas time, and that was pretty much the end of wrapping up last year. And then in terms of
personal life,
it's been a whirlwind. Along with doing my contractual obligations, and again traveling the world, going to all the shows in Australia, Germany, etc., etc. The biggest breaking news, of course, is myself and my wife expecting our first child.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So I'm a very, very, very proud papa. It wasn't planned, and it was very, the words cannot describe when we found out that. Again, I'm so engulfed in business. I've got some of the businesses that are outside of bodybuilding as well as in. So we were really focused on getting them off the ground, and next thing we know, my wife is coming to me and with 6 pregnancy tests telling me that we're expecting our first child.
So the good got better, basically.
Oh, the good got better, and most definitely I found my 5th gear in training, and all honesty, Sean, I never knew I had such a hidden drive inside me. That again, it's something I can't express. I mean, it's like you're having a kick to your step. And for all the fathers that are out there, possibly they know what I'm talking about. But again, with everything else that's going on with the business side of Flex Lewis, as well as the bodybuilding side of Flex Lewis, and then to now be expecting our first child, it was one of these moments where you think, wow, how can life get any better?
So you just weighed in a few minutes ago at 212 on the button. How is that 5th gear going to translate into what we see on stage this weekend?
Well, to backtrack a couple of weeks, we've come down nice and slow. We expected to come in at the top end of the weight. I didn't really go this heavy this off-season. I kept my body at about 230, 235. And again, because I do a lot of traveling, it's like a double-edged sword. It actually helps me keep my body weight down with the missed meals, the time differences, and everything else. My training never gets affected. It's just the meals and, again, traveling and the non-consistency of being home. Unlike the other 212 guys that are here, again, I'm very blessed to be in demand and do what I do. So I shut shop around about 15 weeks off from the show. I do very little traveling come that point, and I just focus on the Olympia, doing the odd weekend here or there. So again, my body weight at starting prep was about 230, came down 3 pounds a week. Of course, Neil Hill in my camp is a phenomenal coach, mentor. And obviously with the additional changes in the diet this year, it was a little bit of a different twist, because we're so used to doing the conventional old school, if it ain't broken, why try and fix it diet. We had to change it because I had discovered that I had real bad food allergies. So something I've talked about on blogs and I've talked in interviews before, but a little different because the body didn't change in certain ways as opposed to other years. Not in the weight aspect of things, it's just certain areas on my body where I was used to seeing a little bit drier weren't. I think it's just mainly the food choices. But that said, again, we plan to come in 211, 210 today. I left the room today and I've been hoodied up in this very hoodie. So it's still a little damp around the edges to make my weight, and of course I kept my t-shirt on. I probably would have been able to hit about 211 today. That's what we planned on doing, but I'll take 212 on the nugget all day long. Actually, it was 213 when I weighed in. Took my shorts off and then came back and with a belt to 212.
You were on the nose, yeah.
On the nose. And you could see my little celebration of coming in 212. So again, for any guy who is an athlete, whether it's boxing, UFC, as I have a lot of personal friends who are in them sports, they come in and hold that condition, hold that weight for as long as possible. I left the room here, 212.2 in my socks. I knew with the hanging around, going to the restroom, I'd be around about 211. So I'll take 212, like I said, all day.